In today's guide I'm going to be showing you how to become a successful assassin in Morrowind. Now remember, this goes hand in hand with the Thieves Guide, so be sure to check that one out as well. Now I'll be teaching you a few spells which you're going to find extremely handy. I'll be showing you a few tips and tricks, and I'm also going to be talking about the critical damage and sneak attacks. However, the first thing you're probably going to want to know is, how do I join the Morag Tong? If you don't want to know and you don't want any spoilers, want to figure it out yourself, hit the skip button now. You want to head over to the arena cantons in Vivek and head in via the Wasteworks. Then you want to head down to the canal works via the west entrance. Now if you talk to people, they will tell you they believe the headquarters is located somewhere down in the arena storage. There's a book here which will give you stats if you open it. There's also a few chests in here you can unlock with some goodies in. Now this place is locked up, so make sure you bring some lockpicks or some spells of open. It's also trapped, I do believe. There's a lot of rats. Hidden area. Now this is why I love using the tower as a birth sign. And welcome to the headquarters. Now most of the people in here will offer services of some sort, either training or sell you items, weapons and spells. The guy we need to speak to actually join the Morag Tong though is on the top level all the way at the back. Here he is.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
You have found me. If you wish, you may request to join the Morag Tong.
We've been watching you.
And we are pleased. One of your exceptional talent cannot go unmastered.
Join us.
Yes, I will join you. I will let you join as a probationer. To gain full membership, you must pass a test. Here is a writ for the honourable execution of Oren. Whatever. Okay. So, honourable writs of execution. For Oren. Mr. Oren. The bearer of this non-disputable document has official sanction license to kill the aforementioned personage, and there's the seal. Okay, this is basically a legal document. This allows you to lawfully execute a specific person, whoever is named as your mark. Both the thief and the assassin are going to find it necessary to enter via a back entrance on occasion. This requires either carrying around lockpicks or using open spells, which of course uses the alteration skill. So here's a quick nifty little trick to actually increase both those skills. All you need to do is find yourself any lockable container somewhere out of sight, okay? You're going to need some cheaper lockpicks and two spells. Lock, 1 point on touch, and open, 1 point on touch. And then all you're going to do, we're going to lock it. And then we're going to open it. And then we're going to lock it. And then we're going to open it. And then we're going to lock it. Ah, you thought I was going to open it then, didn't you? Well, we are, but this is where our security skill comes into it, okay? You can buy yourself cheap journeyman lockpicks for this, which I don't have, so I'm wasting masters to show you. Here, you're going to open it. And then you're going to lock it. And then you're going to open it. Anyway, so what do we do with our given mark? Well, to put it simply, you kill him. But you see, my crime has been reported. But that's okay, because we have legal documents allowing us to, well, basically get away with this, right? Wrong. Whereas you do get away with it, the Morag Tong prefer you to do things a little more cleanly. You are supposed to be an assassin after all. However, if you do find yourself in this little pickle of a situation, all you need to do is find yourself a guard. There we go. And present your writ of execution to him. All of your papers seem to be in order. You are free to go. Well, I thank you, good sir. Now, the oldest trick in the book for not getting reported is the use of the Frenzy Humanoid spell. Now, trouble is, when you first buy this spell, it's not enough. You're going to have to find yourself a spell maker and adjust it a little bit. Frenzy Humanoid, touch or target, whack it up to 100, that's a guarantee, and stick it on for 2 seconds. You notice this is also quite a cheap spell to cast as well. Now I've retreated to a safe distance. I'll show you what this spell does. Ooh, he wants to eat me. Oh, idiot. Try and cast silence on him then. Oh. Missed! You'll notice this time my crime has not been reported. And why? Well, because he attacked me first. That was self-defense, you all saw it. Now, critical damage is applied when you perform a sneak attack with either a ranged or a melee weapon. It does 4 times the base damage of the weapon, and it's dead easy to do. All you need to do is to sneak up behind your target and hit them over the head with a sock full of pennies. Or any weapon you happen to be carrying will do just fine. The only trouble you'll find with this is that early on it's very difficult to get anywhere near your targets. Now, with a maxed out sneak skill and a mere 10% chameleon spell, you're going to find yourself pretty much invisible to people unless you start running up in front and licking them in the face, of course. Now, a quick trick to increasing your sneak skill is to simply go sneak in a corner in a busy area like this, while you're going to make yourself a cup of tea. At the start of the game, of course, you're not going to have maxed out skill. Now, you can counter this simply by making a high magnitude chameleon spell.
I suppose I could spare a moment or two.
Okay, on self for... no, don't need 100. 75 should be plenty. And let's set it up for 30 seconds. Now we're already at a spell chance of -4% here, and I do actually have some illusion skill and a semi-decent intelligence, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to show you how to cast this anyway. Now we're going to make ourselves an enchantment with the Fortify Illusion skill, okay? Now this is actually relatively cheap to make as far as enchantments go. We are still talking thousands though, so make sure you've got a bit of money. This is why I like to keep hold of Dark Brotherhood gear actually and sell it off to the mud crab. Stick these in. Yes, Fortify Skill spells. Now these are only available with the expansions, and on top of that they're pretty difficult to find, so I'll put a list of trainers in the description for you. So we want what do I want? Fortify Illusion, on self, magnitude 100, for a duration of 5 seconds should be enough. I think just long enough for us to cast the Chameleon spell. Cast cost 24 out of 100, so cast 4 times before it needs recharging, or you could just put a bigger soul gem in there if you wanted to. I'll just quickly show you how these all fit together. Okay, so here's my Chameleon spell. It has 0% chance of success and cost 116 magicka, which I don't even have. However, I did create myself a bunch of Fortify Intelligence potions, which I created with extremely overpowered alchemy. If you don't know how to do that, check out the Alchemy Advanced Guide. Increasing my intelligence, of course, also increases my magic. But as you can see, we're still at 0% chance of success, because quite simply we don't have the skill in it. That's where the amulet comes in. Fortify Illusion, 100 points for 5 seconds. There we go, 5 seconds on self, that's all we need, and now you will see my Chameleon spell has 100% chance of success. So let's get that cast. See, my illusion spell's nearly worn off, but that doesn't matter because we've already got the spell. Yoink. Now I want to just quickly talk about the quick menu. If you already know what the quick menu is, then just skip this, but I was quite surprised to find out how many people didn't know about it. Now all you have to do is press F1 on your keyboard and it brings up this menu. Each one of these slots corresponds to a number key on your keyboard, and when you select it you can add weapons, items and magic spells and magic effects of enchanted items. So it's very handy for like what we're doing here, so we're going to set it up with my amulet and my spell. And this means we can quick cast between the two. There you go. Nice and fast. Just quickly show you why I prefer using big double-handed weapons. Something like this. I can mutter. Bang bang Maxwell Silverhand. But yeah, something like this. I mean, this does 1 to 80 damage with 4 times crit. It's just awesome. Do some looting while I'm here. Mother!